Yes, I'm so excited to be here again. Yes, I'm so glad we're doing these ones again. It is Corporate Life with McAden, and today we are here again as usual. And today is gonna be a special one. It's a special edition. This is something new coming from Corporate Life Show with McAden. Before I go on and on and on to introduce my guest for tonight's discussion, it's gonna be head-to-head show with McAden, and I think that's new. That's new. That's new. That's new. That's been creative, and I think you should award me. Give me some applause from there. If you're watching us right now, please drop a comment. Let's get to know where you're joining us from tonight. It's gonna be an interesting conversation because tonight it is about you, the employer, and you, the employee. So let's get into the discussion. Tonight is gonna be a powerful one, and yes, what we have on the show tonight, we have Chika and then we have Samuel, Emmanuel. So all of them are here in the studio already, ready to give all the best discussion for tonight's show. So as you drop in on the screen right now, please drop a comment. Drop a comment. Let's get to meet you. Introduce yourself. Where are you joining us from? And what are you doing? Are you in the office or you're on the maybe you're stuck in traffic, maybe you're on the road going home, things like that. So let's get all right. It's good to be back. So sorry about that. That's just some technical issues that we are facing here, and that's one of the things. That's one of the reasons why we'll be having this discussion, and I think that's one of the reasons why the discussion is very much important because we need to discuss these issues. If we don't discuss it, who else will? And if we don't discuss it, no one gets to hear about it. And if no one gets to hear about it, no one gets to do anything about it. And that's why this discussion is very important, and it's about you, the professional, it's about you, the employees and the employers. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. It's going to be an interactive session, and I'm so sorry we've taken some of our times already, and I believe we will be able to do better with the little time we have left to impart you, give you direction, sense of direction on the path to take as a professional, as an entrepreneur, as an employee, or as what? Entrepreneur. And it's all about you tonight for tonight's discussion. Please feel free, stay tuned to the end. It's just 1 hour show. It's just an hour show. Please stay tuned to the end. And one of the things we want to start doing at Coco Live Show is to give out freebies to those who will stay from the beginning to the end. So our team members at Coco Live will be monitoring who is staying from the beginning to the end. Because this is Corporate Life Show, we will also be looking at the possibility of helping you. We have a source a source that allows you. We have a source. We've actually gotten a source to job offers that even takes you away from Nigeria based on your job search. So in your direction, in whatever you're doing, you're looking for a job offer. It's one thing to be good at what you do. It's another thing to get to a place, a workplace where you'll be valued for what you do good. What you do best. So we have such a source that will help you, and you'll actually get meaningful value for taking your chances with us at Corporate Life Show with McAden. So thank you very much. I've said so much, and I know you guys are waiting already to join us on this conversation, and that's why I'm going to be inviting First Lady. They call her different names, and I think I've had where someone called her Queen of if I'm wrong, well, she won't chastise me that much, but she just correct me in a friendly manner. So let me invite Chika to the studio. Thank you, Chika, for joining us on the show tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm sure you are excited as I'm excited, because it's going to be a powerful one. It's going to be an engaged one, and I believe the audience are also already queuing to join on the show, add their opinions. Or how do you feel about today? How do you feel before we go on the conversation?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, McAden. I feel good today. I feel thank God it's Friday. That's just the word, but
that's the word. Thank God
it's Friday. There's nothing like weekends for us, because it's like back to back engagement, trainings, and coaching programs here and there. But I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Good to know that you are excited, because if you are not excited to be here, definitely those information that we're going to get from you, those ideas, those concepts, those strategies that will help us develop as a professional, we may not get it on the show tonight. So thank God you are excited, and thank God it is Friday. The next person on the show with us tonight is Samuel. And I want to advise Samuel, please, can you change your name so that the name on your display is showing something different, E5 or something. So you can edit your name as I bring you to the show. So Samuel will be discussing. Okay, before I bring up Samuel, Chika is supporting. Chika, tell us who for the show we know is head to head. Who are you supporting tonight?
I'm supporting entrepreneurs, because I myself am a self-employed entrepreneur, so I'm still entrepreneur.
Oh, interesting. So this is where they say charity begins at home. So please, audience, as you join us on this conversation, drop a comment, because that's the only way we can be sure that actually you are listening to us right now. I want to also say to us, this is the second time we'll be going live on YouTube. Give us a clap now. Applaud. Yeah, as Corporate Live, yes, we are doing all we can to make sure we reach out to as many people as possible. Yes, somebody said, why am I doing this show for free? I bring in interesting content, and I was like, I don't do it for free. Where else with? Okay, so why am I doing it for free? Why am I doing all this? It's because I believe Nigerian can be better, and if we can help one another become better, like the saying goes, iron sharpness iron, and your kind of iron must be a strong iron to be able to sharpen another iron. Otherwise, there will be a problem. There will be conflict. There will be friction, and there will be breakage. So we don't want to break. Actually, so let me just go straight to the next guest on the show tonight. Is Samuel Emmanuel. Thank you very much, Samuel Emmanuel, for joining us on the show tonight. Yes, we're glad to have you.
It's my absolute pleasure. It's so good to be here this evening.
Okay, tell us which angle are you coming from for tonight's discussion? Let's know.
Yeah, of course, I'm coming from the angle of the employees, the staff, as other people would like to come. So how I can deliver the points that they actually have a better chance to survive a harsh economy. So yeah, that's the angle I'm coming from.
All right. Thank you very much. The show continues, please, audience, as you're watching this show live and direct from here at the studio. This is Corporate Live with McAden. Every Friday evening, we come here to your screen to bring you interesting content, interesting and fantastic content. Last week was another session. Today is another session where you'll be learning, and tonight is a session with a different, and because Chika is going head to head with Samuel, and this is not head to head. This is not an head to head fight where you collide like a goat. No, we're going head to head in terms of our ideology, in terms of concepts, in terms of information, in terms of knowledge that will be shared here on the platform tonight. And that's why we're having this conversation. Thank you very much, Chika, for joining us. Thank you also, Emmanuel, for joining us on the show tonight. So before we go on the show tonight, let me hear from us. What is your view of tonight's discussion? What's your view? Let me start with Chika, because they say ladies first. Let me start from Chika.
Okay, my view for tonight's discussion is like if what is happening in the country, like who has a better chance of surviving this harsh economy. We have entrepreneurs and we have, but there's one question that I think I have in mind. Entrepreneurs, most of the entrepreneurs, they also have employees and the rest of, so it's going to be an interesting conversation. Maybe we are not just going to talk about the advantages of each part, but also the challenges we face too as entrepreneurs and as entrepreneurs and business. So it's an exciting conversation.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. It's going to be an interesting conversation. Then let's hear from Emmanuel. Emmanuel, tell us, what's your view about tonight's conversation?
Yeah, so first I want to say a big thank you for having me. Thanks to the host and every single person on the Female community for this, for putting it on. I think what my difficult view about this is essentially much more than it's a conversation on how we can help employees and employers alike see how they can actually move through in the current economic hardship that we are facing. And this is not just native to any country in the world currently. Most countries in the world, if not all, are going through an economically challenging period. Even those that are having growth in their GDPs and not having as much growth as they should have or as they are projected before now. So this conversation, I feel it's very timely, right? Not just considering probably the globe and the continent we're currently speaking out of, but the whole world as a whole. So I think it's a very timely conversation for both employees and employers.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. So excited. We're going straight to the question. All right, thank you. Sorry, so sorry. My apologies. We're going straight to the question, and we're just starting. We're just starting. So, audience, please, as you join us on the conversation tonight, please share with us where you're joining us from and what is your view of this topic that we're considering tonight. It's going to be an engageful one. And let's start with the first question. And like I already said, I like to give ladies the preference, especially on this show because it's a professional setting. And so let's ask this question: how we describe the current economic situation in the country at this time, especially for those of us who live in the city? How will you describe it? And how does it? How do you think it affects entrepreneurs and employees, entrepreneurs and employees? How do you think it affects them? Based on the angle you are coming from, let's get to know. Starting from Chika, let's hear from you, please.
Okay, once again, thank you so much for having me on this show. I really appreciate you. Okay, can you hear me? Please just let me know that you can hear me perfectly.
Sure, I can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. How would I describe the country, this economic downturn? Like, I'll say the economy is harsh right now. For entrepreneurs, the economy is harsh. People are going through a lot. Some are in a lot right now. Some are coming from a lot and entering a lot. So a lot is happening right now in Nigeria, and for entrepreneurs, that's just the way to describe it. It's harsh. It's harsh on everybody. Everybody is trying to make ends meet. Everybody is trying to just find a way to live. Like, we are surviving. Some persons are surviving. Some persons are thriving. Right now, as I saw a post that said the rich are also crying. So it's not just about allowing the poor breathe. The rich are crying. Everybody is going through a lot. So that's how I can describe Nigeria's economy right now. Very harsh economy.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very All right, Mr. Emmanuel, what do you think of the economic situation coming from the point of the employees?
Okay, so for the employees, I think it's pretty much the same with the employers. It's a pretty harsh economy. I think post COVID, yes, we're still post COVID. From during COVID till now, post COVID, it's really been a tough economy globally. And so many countries and many companies are just trying to get their feet back on the ground when it comes to revenues and even profits, right? So it's as hard as it is on the employees, same with the employers. So many employees were laid off during the COVID period, and a good number of them are just beginning to find their feet, get back on their career path, on the career trajectory they were on before COVID, right? So it's really been a hard period for employees across the globe.
Okay, interesting. So the impact is on both ends, and that's one of the reasons why we're having this conversation tonight. And I'm so sure that you, the listeners, will get the best out of tonight's discussion. Remember, this is Corporate Live with McAden, and it is the head-to-head show. And we have here on the show tonight, Chika facing head-on Emmanuel on the show tonight, discussing the who has a better chance of surviving the economy, employee or the entrepreneurs. Let's move on the question as we continue the show tonight. Apart from the government, there has been a lot of
Okay, so coming from the background that you gave, so generally I would say that there is really nobody body in the sense of organization, people that can be held responsible for the current crisis. So I'll take it from the COVID crisis, and then I'll probably speak more specific with regards to the country I'm currently in. So from the COVID angle, there's nobody, no one. It's called force majeure. It's described as an act of God, right? So there's nobody that can be blamed for what happened with regards to COVID and all. Right? So that's the first point I'd like to make. Then second, with respect to the country I'm currently in, which I would guess applies to a number of countries that have slow economic growth right now. I think would have to hold the leaders accountable because, of course, the popular quote from John Maxwell says everything. I think John Maxwell, not very sure. Everything rises and falls on leadership, right? So, of course, the leaders of the countries that are experiencing economic slowdown should be held accountable for that. One, then two, for countries that actually have options to really choose between good leaders and not so good ones, and still want ahead to choose not so good leaders, then they are actually to be blamed for that as well in the respective countries.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel. Okay, let's hear from Chika. Chika, please tell us, who would you blame? Would you blame? Who would you pass the blame for the impact of the economic situation? Is it the employees or the entrepreneurs? Because some people will say, oh, unnecessarily we have prices of things being influenced and the likes. The entrepreneurs are saying, oh, the employees are so lazy to do business or improve the economic situation of the country. So tell us from your own end, who would you pass the blame on to, and why will you pass the blame to such category of people? Is it?
Okay, I think I will not be passing the blame to employees. I think the question was directed to, apart from the government, who would you blame? But I feel government, leadership, everything rises and falls on leadership. If everything is working as it's supposed to work, other entrepreneurs and employees would thrive. But apart from the government, let's just talk about international policies that are not helping matters, the naira inflation and all. We also talk about infrastructures, which is still dependent on the leadership of the country. Infrastructures, electricity, the roads, those basic social amenities that are supposed to be provided that aren't provided for the citizens. That's what things are. So I will not just say that we can actually remove the blame entirely from the government, because if all these things are put in place, life will be made easier for entrepreneurs. Life prices will not be as high as it is right now in the market, or get that thing we want to get from the market. So that's just it. Corruption is another factor that should be blamed. Insecurity in the country is another thing that should be blamed. And everything I just listed still rises and falls on leadership.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Moving on quickly on the show. Let's move on to the next question. What are the key advantages that entrepreneurs or employee have over one another during an economic downtime that we have? You know, I believe there will be some level of advantages over one another. So let's share those advantages on the show right now. Let me just ask quickly, Mr. Emmanuel, to quickly help us with that question. Let's hear from Mr. Emmanuel.
Okay. The key advantages that employees have over employers in an economic crisis, there are quite a number of them. So number one, mobility. So it's easier for an employee to change organization compared to an employer having to get more funds, especially when the industry that the employer is staying in is being affected by the crisis that is happening. Right? So, take for instance, COVID is a very, very relatable example. Right? So, companies that really had to eat during COVID, like so, for instance, you're talking about your traditional supermarket, for instance, where people cannot walk in, or your traditional restaurant, for instance, right, where people cannot just walk into and go and eat or buy stuff, as in the case of the supermarket, right? So it's hard for such organizations or such employers to get more revenue at that period. But then for their employees, especially those who have or those who had transferable skills, right, it was easy for them that okay, maybe when the employer said, "Oh, we have to reduce salary," or "We have to lay you off," it was easier for the employees, right, to look for other jobs elsewhere. Some companies actually had to fold up during COVID, right? But for the employees, it was easy after the company laid them off, for instance. We just went ahead to look for another job. So that's number one. The mobility is quite on the advantage of the employees compared to the employers. That's number one. So two, the level of impact. The level of impact it's more on the employer compared to the employee. So what do I mean by that? So an employer, for instance, has put all his life savings. Sometimes many employers are indebted to banks or to lending companies, right? They got loans for them running into millions, for instance, to start up the company or to fund the company at some point, right? So the impact will really hit hard on them in an economic crisis compared to an employee who didn't drop anything when the company was starting, who has no financial investment, so to speak, into the company, right? So the company wants. So, for instance, the company folds up, the employee looks for another job, changes job, and all of that. But then the employer many times still has to pay the loan or his or her goes for it. So that's another advantage that the employee has over the employer in an economic crisis. And the third one is sometimes for organizations that still need to run. There are some organizations that they cannot just decide to just close operations and all that. They will still have to pay the employees, right? While they might not even be making revenue. And that happened a whole lot, and that is still happening right now, right? Using the country I'm speaking out of this study, right? So many organizations, their overhead costs has increased, the expense has increased, operational costs has increased as well, right? With rising cost of fuel and all of that. So, but then because their overhead costs and their operational costs have increased, and probably they're not making as much profit as before, that doesn't mean that they give them the salary. In fact, some of them are still looking for ways to mitigate the effects of the harsh economic conditions on the employees by probably assisting them with transportation, allowances, and all of that. So yeah, I think the 3 points show why the employees have a better advantage over the employers in an economic.
Okay, I think for the entrepreneurs, I think the key advantage is, can you hear me? Can you hear me? So for the entrepreneurs, the key advantages I would just like to talk about is there's flexibility and adaptability. Like entrepreneurs have the autonomy to take decisions on the spot. For example, this floating naira, first subsidy, transportation hike here and there. An entrepreneur has the autonomy to like say, okay, I want to put maybe 200 naira, 500 naira to the price of what I'm selling already. So they can make changes to their prices. For example, those into clothing, those into cafe and the rest of them, they could just, okay, since the cost of raw materials is high, since the cost of transportation is high, let's just add 500 naira just so we are in the company or whereabouts. So one of the key advantages is flexibility and adaptability. Next one is innovation and problem solving. Innovation and problem solving. Like it's in the DNA, let me just put it that way, it's in the DNA of entrepreneurs to actually solve problems, because entrepreneurship, as it were, is getting a problem and trying to solve it. So with this whole economic downturn, cash economy, it's like another way for entrepreneurs to actually solve this challenge, inclined to solve this problem in innovative ways. Some entrepreneurs are using this economic downturn as opportunity. They are not even seeing it as challenges, they are seeing it as opportunity. So as I said, entrepreneurs are solution ready. The next one I will point out is that entrepreneurs, they diversify their revenue streams. I'll use myself as an example. I'm a content creator, I'm a LinkedIn coach. But the thing is that my source of income is not just only, okay, because I have the content writing skill, I don't just maybe write for brands. I use that content writing skill for post writing, brand management, here and there and everything. But the whole thing that is happening right now, I'm working from home, no doubt, but I'm spending money to get fuel to pay and all this thing. So if I'm charging, I could, as I said before, I could actually pop up that in my price rate. So How one of the key advantages is the diverse streams of income that entrepreneurs have right now, multiple streams of income. Like this lady, if you know her very well, Nigeria branch, is an entrepreneur, big time entrepreneur, but she's not just making, maybe she's not just earning from the Nigeria branch, which is the NDC trade fair, DSI community. She's not just earning from there. She's also earning from Nelly's, which has to do with products, selling products, bake bread, aqua, and the rest of it. So that's another advantage our entrepreneurs have. They can diversify their income stream. Unlike employees that it's a fixed salary at the end of the month, you take whatever you get at the end of the month. But unlike me, I can sit and make my money like daily or weekly. But employees make your money at the end of the month, like it's a fixed price. You can't diversify. I could remember when I attended a program and an employee, like for the HR host, and was asking a question that her employer asked her not to do any other thing apart from the work she's doing. As she's in the sales and marketing department, she can't do any other thing. She can't do maybe content writing by the side or any other thing by the side. She's only supposed to focus really on the job. Especially private sectors, it's really, really hard to diversify your income stream, which is quite not nice. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chika. So sorry. I want to apologize first for the in and out. It's due to network challenge over here. I must apologize. All right, so sorry. As I was just apologizing, the network drop off again, and it's been a lot of back and forth, partly with network over here on the show tonight. And I want to apologize to all the guests. I mean, all those who are watching us live and direct. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you for understanding. This is Nigeria, and things happen, but then we must be able to find a way to counter those happenings, those. Okay. Seriously speaking, I think there's something wrong with the show tonight. I mean, from the studio here tonight, with the network issue. I want to believe that you guys understand what we're facing here, and then
Ignorance. So sorry, Becca. I see you. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I really don't know my network. Going on this night. Becca, can you hear me? I think Becca can hear me. Hi, Becca. I think I can see you and Justina. Can you both hear me? What do you know? Becca, please, if you can hear me, just say I can hear you.
all right. Thank you very much, Chika. Thank you very much, the audience. It's been a wonderful one. This is a surprising experience. Anyway, I have two internet access devices here. I'm not using my phone for this show because of past experience, and I'm wondering what have been taking us off and on. I mean, because of this, we may need to check the show because what we want to discuss is very important, very very key to professional development and growth of the economy at large, because what we are driving at is to ensure that everyone is able to attain a level of productivity in their endeavor. So I understand that we may not be able to continue with the show as scheduled for today because of these network glitches. Before we go off again, it may go off any moment again, and I just want to quickly say that and point that out to the audience that are watching us live, that have been expecting this conversation tonight. So thank you very much, Chika. So I apologize for the inconvenience caused due to the challenges we're facing here at the back end there. So thank you very much. So sorry, guys. So sorry. So we'll be taking it out from here, and I just want to say goodbye to everyone till we see again next week when we're able to reschedule this event properly. We'll announce the date, and thank you very much, Chika. Thank you, everyone. I don't know, Chika. Thank you. Hope you can hear me.
Bye.
All right. Bye, bye, everyone.